here we are, Devonport, just arrived. Little lookout overlooking the river there, Spirit in the background. So from here, we've got 3 attempted summits. We've got a thing called Kelcey Tier, which is about 5 k's away, Porcupine Hill, and then down to Kimberley's lookout. Not sure about access to Porcupine Hill, but we'll work that out when we get there. Weather forecast was looking pretty scary, but this is looking all right. We might be in luck today. So we're going to start off from here. We're going to head down to Kelcey Tier and see if we can get into that activation zone and see how we go. Alright, so we're off to Kelcey's Tier. It's literally only 9 kilometres from the port, so we'll be there in 10 minutes. Alright, so Kelcey's Tier is a summit that's well and truly located in a bit of private property. And if you look down that road there, and there's a bunch of houses up the top, the activation point is actually up there where their garage is. But this whole area is well and truly within the activation zone. I'll actually put up a little image from the activation zone calculator. But what we're going to do, we're going to go and scout down the road a bit and find a good spot, then we'll drive out of the activation zone and come back. If we can do this on a bit of public land on the side, that'd be ideal.
I see the gold on the purple ridge, dancing where the auroras twist, ants in a blooming lotus wire.
Okay, here we are. Well, it's a little bit bushy. It's actually sort of a residential area, but there is parkland at the end of the road. So we've actually set up here, and because the actual activation point is on private property with several significant gates in front of it, you really got no choice but to do the side of the road, or potentially this little bit of bushland at the end. So anyway, we're here. So we're just running the Yaesu 891. Now I've already activated the summit. I got on there with our little setup here. Had a bit of a go at digital, got nothing on digital, but we managed to pick up good strong contacts to Canberra and a couple in Victoria. So we're going to switch up the frequencies now. We'll jump onto 15 a little bit and see how we go there. So with no luck on 15 metres, no luck on digital, I'm going to head down to Porcupine Hill. That's only 16 kilometres from here, so we'll be there in 20 minutes. Alright, this is the end of Ahern's Road, which is probably, I guess, what looks like the easy way to get up to Porcupine Hill. But having said that, they've got a sign at the gate there, and they're making a real effort to say no entry. Without a bit more research, I'm reluctant to go up that hill. And one of the main reasons is that this little spot at the end of the road doesn't really have anywhere to leave the car. And if the locals are not happy about us going into that reserve, it's a risk I don't want to take. Which is weird because that's marked on the map as a forest reserve. So not sure what's going on there, but I think today we're going to call this and go Porcupine Hill can wait for another day. Bye Porcupine. So with no luck on Porcupine Hill, we're going to head down to Kimberley's lookout. From here, it's only 19 kilometres away. That's an easy 20-minute drive. Alright, so the next summit on the list is Kimberley Lookout. Now, I think this is called the Wild Mersey trailhead. The map is telling me that it's around about a 700 metre walk from here. Here's the car park where you got to stop, park up here, and then it is up the hill from this point. So we're going to tackle this and give this a go. We'll get our gear together and we'll start walking up that hill. Alright. I'm doing a shuffle here with my gear.
Okay.
I literally just pulled out all the wet weather gear. We're not going to need that for this.
No.
We've got a beautiful day. I'm actually not going to change into boots for this one. But the sign says tiger snakes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
He appears in mirrored clouds, horn of silver, eyes of flame, whispers phonetics down the beam, summit to summit calls my name. Rarity X rides the gray line wave. Where's my faithful hound I cried? Dirty operator smiles through the haze. Echo spins in their manway. Summit melts into the void. Every QSO leaves a trace. Victor Kilo C, Victor Kilo me.
So this is one of the mountain bike tracks. Yeah, Blue Tokyo.
See the gold on the purple ridge, dancing where the auroras twist. Antenna blooming lotus wire, thousand points in opal mist. Static petals fall like rain, sunspots open third eye gates, stinky sloughs and
All right, here we are on Kimberley's lookout. We've had a bit of a mixture of weather here. We literally got, it was sort of haily, snowy sort of stuff a minute ago. And then believe it or not, 10 minutes later, the sun is on us. But I got this, our usual portable setup here. Got the 891 running. Got the end-fed inverted L up there. So far I got 2 contacts, so we're just going to keep going and see if we can get some more.
chasing the gold through the diamond sky, chasing the gold where the signals fly. Shacks lost awaken.
Alright, that took a little while. Just managed to get 6 contacts there, so I got that activation complete. But lucky enough, we had a couple of the real old school SOTA activators and chasers come up, so fantastic to, what do we got there? VK5CZ, VK1AD, VK6ASK, VK3SG and VK3PF, so lucky to get those. We've got some static crashes in the background here, so that's going to have to do us. We're going to wrap that up and move on. I got another comment about this Kimberley's lookout, which is that the signs tell you that it's a 45-minute walk. The maps vary because there's a heap of tracks up here. You've got the mountain bike tracks and then the walking tracks. So what I would say would be the civilised walking track is actually about 2.5 k's walk. The path that's about 700 metres goes straight up the side of the hill. That one would be no fun carrying radio gear. So just looking at the stats on the walk to get up here, so from that car park there's around about 235 metres of elevation. In the scheme of things it's not massive. Lots of the walk is sort of like this. It's really pleasant, and then the other bits, really steep. So there it is, a little short track there off into the bush, straight up the hill. That one would be, that'd be a good little challenge, I reckon. Not one we're doing today.
Victor Kilo C, Victor Kilo me. CQ, SOTA.
And there we go. So 2 out of 3 summits successfully activated. One of those was for the first time. Got them in the log. Now it's time to head across to Tullah. That's in the west coast region of Tassie. From here it's only 105 kilometres away. Google says it's going to take an hour and a half. This little trip across this area, which is sort of the north central area of Tasmania, you go past some pretty impressive landscapes. Mount Roland up close is awesome. Only 10 minutes into the drive, the weather has changed again. Have a look at this sleety, snowy stuff. This stuff is going across the landscape horizontally. And the locals have a saying, and they reckon that if you don't like the weather, all you got to do is wait 10 minutes. And you know what, from experience, I can say that they're right. So then we hit Murchison Highway, and it actually looks like the sky's going to clear. But that doesn't last for long, because then as we make our way down here, heading into Tullah, I can see some pretty dark clouds coming in on the horizon. So Tullah is a little town in the west coast of Tasmania, next to Lake Rosebery. It's really interesting. It's situated right below a whole bunch of really interesting mountains and some good SOTA summits. Look, the town's been around since 1900. The last boom was in the 1970s. So there's a whole heap of cottages there with a few Airbnbs. It makes a really good place to stop and a great place to base ourselves for a couple of days. Had time to put my gear away and throw the drone up in between light showers. In the next video, we're going to tackle Mount Farrell. There it is, right there in the top left. That's Mount Little Farrell in the middle, and you can't see Mount Murchison for the clouds. But anyway, if you want to see what we get up to, we're going to give them a go in the next video.